What's happened here tonight is that parents have convinced the school board to reverse their position. What that means is, once again, school students who live more than a mile and a half from school will be able to ride city buses free of charge to school. However, the new policy does not go into effect until Tuesday. That's because new bus tickets must be distributed, so students will still have to pay to ride the bus tomorrow and Monday. At tonight's meeting, school board members immediately threw out the 40-cent student bus fare that's brought a storm of protests. They then began to discuss charging all students 20 cents to help bring down the school department's transportation deficit. But parents tonight told the board even a 20-cent fare would be a financial hardship for many families.
I live on a fixed income, and I do not have any money. Not 10 cents, not 20 cents, not 30, 15, even if you say it 1 cent. There are days I don't have food, so that I cannot tell you that my children are going to come to school. Now, if you're saying to me that my children must come to school and they must walk, and with the things that's happening in the city today to our children and the schools that you're putting them in, then I'm saying to you, I'm putting you on notice that I'm going to sue you.
Our children are being discriminated against. Baltimore County school children are being given free bus tickets at 1.5 miles.
City Councilwoman Mary Pat Clark backed up parents, bringing with her a unanimous council resolution opposing the bus fares. Following the testimony, School Board President Danaker was ready to do an about-face.
20 cents to me is not really that big a deal, and I understand, I acknowledge that, that's right, and I acknowledge that there are people in the audience and in the city for whom 20 cents is very much more important, and I think that those people tonight were very successful and very eloquent in making that point.
Tonight's decision, however, still leaves the school board with the problem of a $1.8 million transportation deficit. Joyce Jefferson, Channel 2 News Scene, Cold Spring Elementary.
Between you and me, you really were kind of happy to see the board make that decision last night.
Well, how can I ask between you and me question and look you straight in the face on television?
Okay. But you had no personal opinion about this one way or the other? The money had to come from someplace?
Well, my personal opinion, of course, is I want to serve youngsters, and I wasn't happy in making the recommendation. It was a constraint imposed on me.
Well, part of that constraint was removed last night when the board changed its mind in the face of some angry parents. However, Dr. Crew will still have to come up with an additional $700,000 to fund the board's decision. As far as the affected students who ride the buses are concerned, it's about 10,000 of a total of 43,000. Those at Western High School we talked with, of course, were happy. Of course, they didn't have to worry about the school system's multi-million-dollar budget.
I knew, because I knew enough parents were making a fuss about it, then eventually we'd get it back, so I'm not shocked. I figured we would get it back.
Okay. How does that make you feel?
Good.
Why?
Because I always have to hear my father mouth about you got to get your own money for your bus fare and all this.
Okay.
But where will the money come from? Well, Dr. Crew says there is at least one area that won't be cut to make room for the board's reversal.
I'm not in position this morning to talk about what we would do with any of the deficit. So, in other words, I'm saying I will not be cutting a teacher program next week to take care of this contingency.
Kurt Anderson, Channel 2 News Scene.